Hello everybody and welcome back to Rakogis' Paper Tips. So today I've got Budmon here, my little bud. Almost finished, just needs the one piece at the bottom. But before I attach that, I've got a little problem I need to fix with it. Namely, the fact that the leaf weighs the model down and Budmon won't stand on their own. So how do we fix this little problem? Let's find out. Now, the way you fix this, of course, gotta apply some weight to the lighter end to balance it out. You can use a number of different things for this weight, such as a paper clip, coins, small rocks. Well, you can use pretty much anything that you can fit inside the model and has some weight to it. Myself, though, I'm a bit of a purist, so I just use scrap paper. So let's get started. Now I've pulled out some scrap paper here, which I cut the leaf tail out of. So for starters, I would cut a long strip of this. Now this should give me enough weight. It needs to be folded quite a bit to fit in. I should probably glue it on the inside to keep it compact. Now this is hold this there. Stay compact. Okay, I've let this piece dry a little bit. I can apply another layer of glue on it. Grab the hole and stick it in the front, which is the light side, needs to be evened out because of the tail weight. Smooth it out. And now, stands on their own. Pretty easy, right? Well, with Budmon it is. It's not always this easy. You see, in order to attach the weight, the model can't be fully closed. And whatever you do to close the model can very easily throw off the weight that you worked so hard to balance. Especially because a lot of creature models close on either the base of their feet or the tail. And if you're missing one leg, it's not going to balance quite the same way it will once it's finished. And of course, the tail is a very common place that could weigh the thing down. You have to get it into a position where you can simulate the model being finished without it actually being finished. Of course, this also means the only way to know with 100% certainty that the model will stand on its own is to fully close it. And even then, I've had cases where once I close the model, everything seems to be okay at first, but it settles down rather quickly and then starts leaning over. So for now, though, I've already got the closing piece for Budmon. I should go ahead and attach it. The closing piece like this, I suppose this is worthy of a video. I just got to get it onto one tab. Once I secure it on a single tab, I can use that to get the rest of them. closing a model is probably a subject deserving of its own video at some point in the future. Because, like I say, you can't apply any pressure from the inside at a time when you probably need to the most. So now Budman stands, and is finished. A trifle uneven, but nothing to worry about. Budman stands. Now, if Budman still wasn't standing at this point, I'd only have two options. My first would be to hope that the glue isn't fully dried someplace, and I've got a little slit I can sneak some weight into, or I can peel off whatever piece I closed him with, and stick the weight in there, but that's kind of a long shot. And of course, when you're sticking weight into a closed model this way, you could very easily do more damage than you can fix. I learned that the hard way. Or your other option is you have to cut the model open and use that to add some weight. Of course, that means you also have to reclose it, and on top of that, when you cut it open, that does throw off the weight a little bit too. In general, it's not as easy as it looks. Or, as another alternative, you can glue the model to a base of some sort. You can find Papercraft bases on the internet rather easily, and some models that won't stand on their own come with bases included. There are cases where the feet are just too small to hold up the model, no matter how much weight you have, as is the case in Budman's Digivolution Lalamon here. In this case, you have no option but to either glue it to a base, lean it against something, or the like. Or you could tie a little string and hang it up. Alright, so that's one balanced Budman built. I guess it's time for me to say goodbye for today. So if you like this video, feel free to subscribe, comment, check out my other pages. And as usual, I always take suggestions for new video ideas. Once again, this is White Rakogis, and thanks for watching.